So what's the best meal replacement shake for weight loss? You've got the truth coming right up. In this video, we'll talk about why people are drawn to meal replacement shakes. And then we'll cover the pros and cons of a shake. And last, we'll go over how meal replacement shakes fit into the Code Red lifestyle. All right, meal replacement shakes. So I'm holding up a couple, but there are a million of them. And listen, I'm a capitalist. I believe in companies and individuals creating products to make money. And of course, the market has a chance to buy that product if they want or not. So I'm not against companies who create this, of course. But let's talk about what's going on with meal replacement shakes. So one thing people think, I think they think because the meal replacement shake is liquid, it kind of doesn't count. A lot of people think that anything liquid maybe doesn't have calories or doesn't have as many calories or just kind of counts as free, and nothing could be further from the truth. Meal replacement shakes have a ton of calories. In fact, this one right here, my gosh, there are 220 calories in this right here, and 160 in this very popular meal replacement shake right here. So there are a ton of calories in these shakes. People think that because it's liquid, well, it must be better for me, or because it's a meal replacement shake, it must be better for me because it's easy for the body to digest. Well, yes, there is no fiber in them, so it is easier for the body to digest because fiber does beat up our digestive system, but it's not necessarily better for you. You need to look at what is in a meal replacement shake. You gotta look at how much sugar and carbs and protein and fat are in, macronutrients. This specific one that I just happened to grab off the shelf on my way here to film this video has a lot of carbs and sugar in it. And the manufacturers do this so that it tastes good. They add the carbs and sugar in to where you'll actually drink it, because if you don't have it taste good, ain't nobody gonna buy it, right? So yes, it is easier for our bodies to break down rather than maybe like, let's say a ribeye steak. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's better for you. In fact, I am definitely arguing that it's not as good for you as a ribeye steak. But as far as it being lower in calories, well, don't be so sure. Plenty of meal replacement shakes out there have plenty of calories. I mean, if it's being called a meal replacement shake, then it needs to have enough calories in it to be considered a meal. You know, nobody eats a 90-calorie meal, so then it's not going to be a 90-calorie shake. The government recommends a 2,500 calories a day. So 2,500 calories a day divided by 5, that's 500 calories, because the government wants you eating 5 times a day. That's 500 calories per meal, I guess. So these meal replacement shakes are pretty loaded down with calories to be able to replace a normal meal of steak and asparagus or eggs and bacon. So why do people love meal replacement shakes? Convenience. Look at this. Packaged up right here in the palm of my hand. I don't have to think about it. I grab it, I shake it, I peel off the lid, and I drink it. It's all about convenience in our society. Like, it's kind of a grab and go. I don't have to think about it. Somebody else has balanced my meal for me. Somebody else has already formulated my macros and my calories. I disagree with that. I think there's so much loaded down crap in this meal replacement shake and most meal replacement shakes that I wouldn't trust anybody else to handle my food for me, especially not a company like this. And nothing against this specific company, it's just one that was closest to the checkout when I grabbed one of these. Just be able to grab and go, that really appeals to a lot of Americans. They are on the go and not having to think about their food, just grab it, drink it, and go. Yeah, that's the name of the game for people in our country. Before we go any further, listen, I want to hear from you. I want you to comment below and tell me, what is your experience with a meal replacement shake? A lot of you guys have come to me from other weight loss programs and other eating protocols, and a lot of them have suggested shakes. So comment below, tell me your experience. I want to hear from you. Let's talk about the meal replacement shake that you might make at home. A lot of people say, well, I do it because I'm on the go and it's quick and it's easy. Have you ever tried to clean out a blender at home? It is not easy. You know what we all do is we use our blender, then we fill it up with hot water and soap and we leave the house. It's hard to clean those blenders. It's hard to clean all that equipment up, and shake goes everywhere, and you push the button and you might not have the lid on, and then you got to get in the cracks of the blender container. I don't think it's convenient at all doing that cleanup, personally. So how about those meal replacement shakes off the shelf where you just add water? Guys, shelf stable means that it's packed with chemicals. Shelf stable means that it can live on the shelf for many years, 10 years from now. And you just add the water to activate it and you drink it. Really? If that's not Frankenfood chemical processed crap, I don't know what is. Something that has that many chemicals and preservatives to it to keep it from spoiling for a decade. Do you really want that in your body? Yeah, I say no. You might notice in the Code Red cookbook that we do have a shake section. Let me explain. Bariatric surgery patients come to us, and in fact, 40% of our Code Red clients are failed gastric bypass patients. Yeah, I know it's sad, but don't worry. We understand you. We got you. We know how to handle you. And part of being a gastric bypass patient is having to get in your calories with not a lot of room in your stomach. So what we did was we created a shake section of Code Red approved shakes just for gastric bypass patients. So that's not a green light for you all to just start making shakes all the time. This really is for that special group of people who can't have high volume food. They need the calories, they need the nourishment, they need the nutrients, but they can't have the volume that you and I with normal stomachs can have. So if you are one of those patients, I want you to rest assured we got your back, we understand. As you guys know, my sister Carrie is a failed weight loss surgery survivor. She had weight loss surgery in Mexico and it has really screwed up our stomach. And so we get it, we understand where you're coming from, and we will get you through by using our shake section in our cookbook. So don't be afraid to use that if you are a gastric bypass patient. But for the rest of you, you're gonna eat real food, okay? Don't try to cheat the system by just having shakes all the time. Well, let's talk about the price. I've got the receipt here from when I picked up this meal replacement shake at the store, almost $4 just for this. So I got 220 calories, which would not be a meal for me by any stretch of the imagination. It would not be enough for me, and that costs me $4? Yeah, meal replacement shakes can be expensive. So for me, if I was living on meal replacement shakes, I would need 7 of these a day to meet my calorie requirement, and they're $4 each. So we're talking $28 per day for me to get my calorie allotment. And then of course, you add that up, that is almost a whole week's worth of sugar and carbs for me. So in my mind, not worth it financially, and definitely not worth it for the numbers. And meal replacement shakes are loaded down with chemicals. I know it's gonna be hard to see, but this section here that outlines the ingredients is huge. It's this big. It takes up a quarter of this bottle. So this thing is loaded with chemicals in order to make it shelf stable and make it to where it can stay right like this for a long period of time without going bad. Do you really want all those chemicals in your body? Seriously? When you eat a ribeye steak, it's just the ribeye steak. When you eat asparagus, it's just asparagus. When you eat eggs and bacon, it's just eggs and bacon. There are no chemicals in real food. Another reason why the Code Red lifestyle, we only believe in having real food. We don't believe in products like these that are made in a factory that takes a whole list of ingredients just to stay shelf stable. Let's say that you're somewhere without your shakes. Let's say you're in Budapest and you don't have your shakes and you can't find a place that they sell meal replacement shakes. And all you can find are small cafes and small mom and pop grocery stores where they have fresh ingredients and real food. They don't have your chemical processed fake food that you usually drink. What do? When you don't learn how to live life for real, you don't know how to survive if you go to a greasy truck stop in Des Moines or a cafe in Hong Kong. If you don't know and you don't learn how to eat real food, you become dependent on these meal replacement shakes. Is that really a way you want to live? And that's the reason why on the Code Red Lifestyle, we believe in real food. No shakes, no pills, no diet foods, no exercise. One of the many things that you're gonna learn on the 10-pound takedown challenge. I'm gonna come live to you every day and I'm gonna teach you something new. You're gonna learn something and you're gonna unlearn what we were brainwashed to believe for the last 70 years. Things that were not true, things that have been keeping us sick and fat. Well, long gone are those days. And the best place to get started is definitely the challenge. We have them every month. So if you missed last month's challenge, you're gonna be able to get this month's challenge. Click the link below and I'll see you on the next video.